day, good evening. Hope everyone is well. I'm not even about to sit here and tell you what. Well, I'll try. We'll try. We'll figure it out. Okay, so it's 12:46 a.m. It's February 3rd on a Thursday. With that being stated, let's have a chat. So I came across some interesting readings, and let's see how this goes. To reconstruct a dead mind into a living mind is to encourage and influence its brain back into positive, productive thinking activity. This is to restore motion and life to a brain that was once ideal, cold, stale, negative, unproductive, non-thinking, inactive, motionless, and lifeless. And the God orchestrates this resurrection by breathing the breath of life or words of inspiration into the mind of an individual. But anything counterproductive to this effect is against the will of God. Do you understand this? Oh, I don't think you truly see how this implies to everyday life, yet do you? So let's talk about it. Gossip eats away the fabric of the community. The ideal chatter of gossip, quote, he says this, he said this, or she said that, he said that, you said this, that she said, that he said, that I said, that you said, that she said, that they said, such on and such forth about me. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because overall, what we're supposed to do is say things that uplift people, make people happy, make people smile, make people laugh, make people have fun. So we encourage people to learn, we encourage people to party, we encourage people to, write music, we encourage people to go to the new beach, go to the beach, go to an amusement park, go spend time with your family, go play video games, eat lovely food. I don't see how that could be frustrating or, upset. If one of the many commandments was not to gossip, why do people do it so much? I mean, stating your personal opinions about things, okay, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But to consistently brag about something and talk about stuff, that's a bit much at times, to be honest. To each his own, everybody has their own lane, everybody has their own zone. If you choose to stay that way, I would just come out and say it. Even put it in a song or write it down and say, I choose to be or live like this, that, and the third. Me personally, I choose to live very comfortably. I choose to live in an environment that I can adapt to. I choose to, live with a lot of joy and pride and, some low energy ego things. But for the most part, I enjoy being myself. So if you enjoy being yourself and you enjoy living life and you're not going to allow others to take away your joy, I think other people shouldn't take away other people's joy. We all live on the same planet. We all have different signs. And if people want to truly learn more, don't feel intimidated. Don't feel afraid. We all know that, for example, we even had Christopher Columbus, travel to the unknown. There's many different pioneers or travelers or, philosophers or anthropologists or humanitarian people that traveled from place to place, to learn something different. So Open-minded is a very big thing. And why is open-minded a big thing? Because it keeps you from having a shallow mind. And a shallow mind would literally be like 1 foot or 6 inches of water. So, me personally, some people can swim in 6 feet, some people can swim in 8 feet, some people can swim in 12 feet. Shit, some people are deep sea diving. Good ass piranha, baby. It's about good energy. It's about forgiving yourself and forgiving others. It's about recycling. It's about not poaching animals. We all know about Tarzan. Tarzan was an awesome person. He is an awesome person. Check him out on Instagram. He goes around saving endangered species. Have you ever looked at humanity as being an endangered species? If so, I mean, wouldn't you want to do something about it? Would you want your ancestry or, your human life to be poof gone? Or what the next big thing? It is the next big thing. The next big thing is for people with like minds to really get together in a kumbaya circle. But then also continue to follow the rules, the regulations, the mandates of things to make, bigger, brighter change. If you want to see change, you have to be change. And I think I've honestly been trying to demonstrate that for a very long time. And I have continued and going to continue to be a very positive, outgoing, outspoken, healing, forgiving person as I cruise through my journey of receiving certificates and awards and education personally for myself, or for my own business, or for whatever profession, privately or publicly. With that being stated, most things are just hobbies. And I think everyone has a hobby. And if you don't have a hobby, look up what a hobby is. I think you should read. Everybody should read. If you don't read, what are you doing in school? Why are you sending your children to school if they can't read? They can't do math. They cannot do science projects. They cannot color or write their name. Interesting. I wonder how many people have children that cannot write their name or read a book, but they know a lot of songs, a lot of cartoons, got a lot of toys. I mean, you can only blame yourself if you have bad parenting skills. And you can only blame yourself, and your child is going to blame you. And on top of that, everybody has to look themselves in the mirror. Because once you become a certain age or do certain things, it's just sometimes you still have help, and then sometimes you don't. And that's how life is sometimes, unfortunately. I've always learned that life is not fair. So if people ever heard that before, we had to kind of go out and get it on our own, but then also still try to obey and honor thy elders and their seniors, which is cool. I respect my elders, I respect my seniors, but I also speak up and stand up for myself. And what I'm not going to do, or what I'm not going to take, is people that think they know what they're talking about when they have been washed up. I mean, it's just, to be honest, it's the truth. People are still thinking 1940s, 1930s, 1920s, and it's 2022, February to be exact. So, I mean, everything can be merged together. Everything could relate to one another. Some of these things that even happened in 1920s was predicted for today right now. I mean, if you think like this, I say like, comment, subscribe, dislike, put a ringer bell on it. Whatever the case may be openly honest about how you feel. Don't try to sugarcoat it and poker face through it, because some people can still see right through that. It's energy. You can just tell when someone's fascinated or pretending to be fascinated with something, and they wonder why women are here again. I mean, to be honest, we are nurturers, we are healers, we are caretakers. We give the best advice, to be honest. We really do. And then someone just got your head just so sprung up that peer pressure can be a pain in the butt. But don't forget, disclosure to all. This is a very all audience privileged video. And if you don't like it, don't subscribe, don't watch it. But no one has did anything wrong by being honest or being opinionated, because we have our own mind. And if someone has been controlling your mind and making you think that your emotions and your thoughts are not valid, that is sad. And I feel very, very sad for people that feel like they can't voice their opinion about things or learn about certain things. I don't think it's fair. But life is not fair. So I guess someone should get up and do something different. Individually, but as a team unit, because that's what it takes. Latinos don't have a problem doing it. The Latino world is perfectly great in some aspects. UK don't mind doing it. Perfectly great. The Europeans have a great, in a way, well-established organization of things going on where people are comfortable. China does too, to a certain extent. The natives, once upon a time, and still do, had a great way of things. So there's Chinatown. We have lots of Middle Eastern restaurants. We have a lot of black-owned native restaurants too. So we all feel the same way. I don't get why it still seems like much, but everything is still being done. Very interesting. Question: do we still do the things we used to do? Like play at the park, play video games, watch movies, cook, laugh, play board games. What is it? If you used to draw, if you used to do music, if you used to dance, you used to work out, used to eat a little healthier. Are we still acceptable to the same forces of peer pressure that we used to be acceptable to? Peer pressure can happen at any age, any gender, any race. It really doesn't matter, to be honest. Like, it still happens continuously. What's something else? Let's say this, and then I'm going to be done. Woman to see no strength, value, nor importance in her own feminine nature. But as some of you may already know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said to the world that a nation can rise no higher than its woman. Listen to that. He said that a nation can rise no higher than its woman. Listen to that carefully. A nation can rise no higher than its woman. Now, his teaching to us most definitely indicates that there is extreme strength, value, and importance to feminine nature of the woman. This teaching indicates that the importance of the woman is very valuable, that her entire nation and society depends upon her and her well-being. But now, on the other hand, here what we have is an entire nation today that sees women and their nature and the woman and her femininity as worthless, unimportant, purposeless, and unproductive to society. Think about that now. Whose thinking is that, and that is actually correct? Who would think that when a mother has went through 9 months of labor, some of these other animals, 12 months, 2 months, 3 months, want to feel like they're unimportant and useless, but yet you stuck your private parts into someone else, and you think that it's okay? You think it's okay to treat someone that's carrying another child into this world like that? Just because you raised up unhappy doesn't mean that the next person that barely really spoke out wants to come into this situation too with you, because misery loves company. I don't get how people could ever think that's okay. We all have children, we all have family that we like to sit down, eat with, socialize with. Yeah, we may be family, true blood, or maybe we may not. But at the end of the day, people know how to be cordial. People know how to be respectful. People do know how to mind their own business. But yet the hype and the entertainment and the drama is just so appealing to you guys. You just love to do it. Most of y'all just love to do that. I guess it's the city life, right? Well, answer this question can be found by just looking around the world. Can you imagine a man of this world fixing his mouth to say a woman's role is unproductive and unimportant to building a society, while it was the woman that produced and built him himself, plus the entire society of people all around him? Can you imagine that? That is called ignorant. That is called arrogant. There is nothing worse than a bold, stupid person. Yet I don't want you to think of yourself as the opposition to a man, but this is even more tragic, is the women today themselves have been conditioned to see their own femininity as a weak, purposeless, and unimportant part of society. And this has caused our Kai, our Mother Earth, to deplete itself in such a way that some of these agencies or alliances, in a way or not, have been pulled out from one another. If you just keep up with some of the most important state, federal, local things, you will see how people don't get treated right sometimes. And this is just my personal, honest opinion. I like making change. I like, going with the flow. Change is not easy, but if it's worthwhile and it's beneficial and it's eco-friendly and it's equality-friendly to our humanity and to our ecosystem and into our economic system, who would not want to be a part of growth and more happiness and more resources? I mean, everyone likes to eat. Everyone watches TV. Everyone watches YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Everyone listens to music. Everyone goes out. Some people travel, some people don't. But just do that. And pick up a book. If you cannot read, there's audio books. How difficult can life be? Because we get so blindsided and so distracted sometimes. I think people should really, really just be honest with themselves and stop pretending to be something that they're not. Because I personally have been being myself for a very long time. A very long time. Like a very long time. I have been myself and been happy with myself and been loving myself. With a person, without a person. I don't need a person. No one really needs a person sometimes. But guess what? It's human, animal nature to have and to nourish and to fulfill and to be wanted and to want to love. It is what it is. And if you dislike living life, I wouldn't know really what to tell you. That's a narcissist. That's a person that, has given up. It's sad. People give up. And then some people, it finally makes sense to them. It finally makes sense that I should keep going. I am going. Because you're still walking around. You're still driving. You're still doing this and doing that. If you can just stare yourself in the mirror and then you don't see anything, it's almost like you don't exist. And people without a vision perish. If you have a vision, you keep working towards that vision, from the smallest things to the biggest things. People really do ask for help. I ask for help. I ask questions. Maybe it's because I'm a student. And some people are just not coachable and trainable. And some people just don't want to, because they really think that laziness is blissfulness. And that is not true. It's sad and it's pathetic. And it's easy for someone to take advantage of you. Excuse me. But people take advantage of you when you don't exercise your brain. And you don't exercise your body. And you don't eat the right clean food. Or you don't detox or cleanse. Almost every religion or every other person or whatever you want to call it takes a break from eating food or using technology. Even take a break from school. It doesn't matter what it is that you do or what it is that you say sometimes. It really is about what we do. So, talk is cheap half the time, and sometimes it's not. But some of the stuff that we have too, it ain't really that much either. The paper, the pen, my stupid necklace, this little head thing I have on, the jewelry in my nose, it really doesn't matter sometimes. And then sometimes it do, because it makes you feel better, and it makes you feel more beautiful, or it makes you feel more smart, or it makes you look more unique or feel unique. I understand that we have been in a pandemic, going through a pandemic, or the pandemic is over. I totally get all of that stuff. But what about the Great Depression or the recession? At the end of the day, what about like 9/11? Wall Street. These are all different type of events that have occurred continuously. And, our country and our globe has been so great to overcome it each time. So why does now make it a difference that we can't still overcome it and be joyful and be happy? I do. I see many people doing it that way. And then for some, I feel like some people just don't get it still. And they are always open and welcome to ask questions, and don't feel like that a question could be stupid. No question is stupid. But what's better is hearing those vocal cords. Instead of people sitting there with a blank, dumb look on their face, trying to figure something out, like someone is going to read your mind. No one mind reads. It's impossible. It's nonfiction. So with that being stated, why aren't people talking to people? Because you think you're going to catch something? catch something that you probably already have or never had before a day in your life. Like, you can't overcome it and beat it. Like, there's not vaccines or not some type of, nutrient supplement, some type of healthy nutrition that can nurse you back to health, or a hospital, a doctor, a nurse, Medicaid, Medicare. You got to be shooting me, like, because at the end of the day, I just don't get where everyone's brain went to. Like, I just don't get it. They watch so much Love and Hip Hop and, listen to so much Nas, Little X Nas, and you listen to so much, trap music, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, sell this, do that. But, I mean, I'm trying to think, where did all the responsibility go? Like, tell me that. People think they don't have responsibility. People just realize, think it's okay to, like, treat people like they don't exist. Where we do that at? I know everybody's still having fun at the bar, just doing this, doing that. That's exciting. Continue to do what you love to do. But I'm going to say this, and then I'm done. I got some other little fascinating stuff for y'all too. But I'm going to say this. Abraham Hannibal, captured as a slave in Africa, was adopted by Peter the Great and his son and taught military engineering. Later, Hannibal became tutor to heir to the throne and the commander-in-chief of the Russian army. He died in 1782 at the age of 90, owning vast estate and 2,000 white slaves. This is welfare and commanders. Have anyone ever heard anything like that before? Because I know I haven't. But to be continued. Don't forget, like, comment, or subscribe. Dislike, who knows, who cares. But don't forget, everyone has a Cash App. You like to do something, most people pay for it. Or some people just give it away for free. Because free is better than, paying money that you may not have or you might just have, It's called saving, it's called charity work. It's called volunteering. Some people just work at McDonald's. That's cool. Some people DoorDash shit. Sometimes some people Uber Eats, however you want to do it, get your money how you can, stack it up, run it up, save it up, invest it, flip it, turn it around, go buy a cabin or something, Life is exciting, family, marriages, playing games. I thought that's what life was all about, right? Well, I'm signing off. The time is now 1:58 a.m. I'm talking about some 1:58. 1:15 a.m. And it is still February the 3rd. So, this lovely Thursday was fun. I hope everyone had a great day. I hope that everyone, ate well. If you did eat well, post it post it in the comments. What did you eat today? Because I like to know. Me, I had some zucchini, lasagna, and I had a banana, and I drank water. So if you had some water today, like, comment, subscribe. Again, peace and blessings to everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is happy or smiling or, feeling really balanced. And just continue to do what you love to do. That's what you love to do. That's what you love to do. If you need help finding what you love to do, like, comment, or subscribe. Send a message. People, don't mind helping other people. There's still people out there that still want to help people. Like, don't feel like that you're all alone or by yourself and that you can't be helped, because everyone deserves a helping hand. Most people deserve second chances. Shit, some people still deserve, 9 chances. So at the end of the day, I just feel like continue to be a great family, continue to treat each other with respect and love and dignity, because everyone has their own individual personalities that should be respected at all times. And it really doesn't get no easier or simpler than that sometimes. You have questions, you have Google and other resources. Excuse me. And other resources, to help yourself elevate. Because it's all about elevation. So live, laugh, learn, and live, let live. Love you guys.